That was Leslie's Dynamite. It's sort of like Pop Flicks. They have a good range of music. Some of the songs I really do like, I do enjoy. This is pretty good. I'm going to play it. Oh, wow. Did anyone see the video on about in soccer yesterday? A 16-year-old kid on the field was struck by lightning. Wow. I mean, he was struck. The ball just flew out from where he was. Yes, it's like, I feel like a 20-second clip. I have no idea if this kid lives or not, but wow. It's dangerous out there. Let me tell you. So what has everyone else been doing? Because really, whenever I talk to my friends, I get this, one thing's been constant, I keep getting the same reaction. So what are you up to? I'm nothing. Anything new? Nah. How's everyone feeling? Okay. I'm telling you, it's rough. I feel like a dentist pulling out teeth with spoons. So anyway, what else is going on? Oh, Wilson, you can have just COVID-19. Oh, no. No. We're going to share the love because, I don't know if people really keep track, the Chinese authorities are confirming a case of bubonic plague in Inner Mongolia. Yes, and now this is actually, it happens every year. There's always a couple of thousand cases. That people already know. What is important, it serves as a good reminder that even though there's a vaccination for the plague, I mean, we are in America, we are vaccinated. When you hear about parents saying we don't want vaccines, save the kid, kill the parents because they're dumb. Well, or at least just get the kids vaccinated. But there are cases of bubonic plague still, or as it used to be known way back when as the Black Death. This is northwest of Beijing, and it's called level 3 warning, which is the second lowest warning level, but it's not the lowest warning level. So we're not at level 4, and there are people who are getting it. Now, I am not sure of the severity of every last case, but the plague, which comes in plagues of 3 forms, causes painful swollen lymph nodes, as well as fever, chills, and coughing. This sounds very familiar, don't it? So just as a reminder, even if they come up with a vaccine tomorrow for coronavirus, it still exists. Polio still exists. All these conditions that we take vaccinations for, they really do exist. So don't get overconfident. Listen to what your doctor tells you for the most part. And be careful. On the good news front, it's Ringo Starr's 80th birthday. Yep, Sir Richard Starkey is celebrating 80 tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be looking on YouTube. There's going to be some virtual concert. Not sure how they're working that out. I know Paul McCartney will be there as well, but as a lot of his other friends. And, Ringo is 80. Good for him. He's in better shape now than he was 40 years ago. Now he takes care of himself. But he's also staying inside a lot, doing his work, keeping in practice. Good for him. It's 5:19. Means time is going relatively fast. Well, if you're into sports, this is pretty, I want this guy's manager. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Super Bowl MVP quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, have reached an agreement on a 10-year contract extension that ties into the Chiefs through the 2031 season. And that is because he has a deal worth $450 million. $450 million, and it could go, and the value of it could go up to $503 million. Good for him. I don't know that I pay any athletes. I mean, anyone who knows me knows what I think of these big contracts. Wow. Then, providing he doesn't get the big contract blues where his numbers tank or major injury doesn't happen. but there's also a provision for that. I do believe that in case of a real bad injury, I think he gets 140 minutes. Yeah, he's covered. He's covered. I can't tell you about his neck, his arms, or his legs, but his ass is covered. Good for him. What else is going on in the world? It's 5:20. I don't know. Should we play another song? Should we play another song? Let me see. Yeah, we should. Why not? Before I get to the rest of the country and all the other stuff going on. So, again, I'm looking for music to play. And one of my favorites, who usually appears with Postmodern Jukebox, does her own thing. And she's with a couple of her friends. So, along with Riel von Hubel, Virginia Cavaliere, and this is Robin Adele Anderson doing Cyndi Lauper's Girls Just Want to Have Fun. That was Robin Adele Anderson and her friends covering Cyndi Lauper's Girls Just Want to Have Fun. By the way, that was not an original song by Cyndi Lauper. That was a good cover of it. The original was 1979 by Robert Hazard. I've heard it. Cyndi was much better. But I just thought I'd mention that. What else is going on? Well, rest in peace to Charlie Daniels. Charlie Daniels passed away the other day at the age of 83. Known best for his song, The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Worked with everybody along the way. And, he passed the other day, so what can you do? Rest in peace. What else has been going on? There's always a little something to talk about. Got this from CNN yesterday. It seems that the General Lee car from the Dukes of Hazzard is not moving. And that's according to a museum that has it. The General Lee, by the way, from the Dukes of Hazzard was really a 1969 Dodge Charger. muscle car, good car, and they used a lot of them. Because if you remember the show, all the things they did, all the places they jumped over, a car could not survive. So they wrecked a lot of cars along the way. But yeah, the original General Lee had had its flag, had the Confederate flag on top. And of course, people wanted to go and take the flag and all that stuff. But the museum director, Brian Grams, is not moving the car. And pretty much, it's part of history. You cannot wipe away history. It's in a museum. Museums have things you don't agree with in there. I don't agree with a lot of things in museums, but they're there. So yeah, the General Lee is staying put. Does anybody remember the show that Dukes of Hazzard was up against when it first went on? The network, there was room for one show at the slot, the time slot. It went up against a show called Nero Wolfe. It was in competition with a show called Nero Wolfe. The late William Conrad played the fictional detective. Every week was a whodunit, an incredibly intelligent show. I remember watching it with my mom every week. And Nero Wolfe was a detective who never really left the house. He had his assistant do all the legwork and gather all the information. And somehow Nero would always solve it in the show from his den, his garden, wherever. But it was a very good show. But Middle America, Southern America, well, they wanted the Dukes of Hazzard. And what did we get? Well, had a couple of guys, who any two guys could have played the main characters. Had late Sorrell Brooke, who was genius. He was Boss Hogg. He spoke 5 languages, and he made an excellent character for the show. But mostly, you had Catherine Bach, who wore the shorts that everyone knows as the Daisy Dukes. The short cut downs, and she had the body for it. She had the legs for it. She was pretty enough for it. She became Daisy Duke, and those are her shorts. Just about every episode. So that's what we got out of the show. An okay television hour to kill. A big muscle car with that the horn sounded like Dixie. It jumped over a lot of this and a lot of that. They used a lot of cars up, and the Daisy Duke shorts instead of a brilliant whodunit every week to think about. But okay, we got the Dukes of Hazzard, and Waylon Jennings performed the opening theme every week. And okay, but again, can't remove history. So in this case, the car stays where it is. There are more important things to worry about instead of what's in the museum. Not everything in the museum has to be. You don't want to really wipe out of your last piece of history, do you? Otherwise, that means otherwise the world started yesterday, Monday, July 6th. Not too much happened yesterday, except the news talking about our president, who says 99% of the cases of COVID-19 are meaningless. Do I really want to start history with that? What else is going on? The woman who, here it is, alleged Molotov cocktail tosser blamed the attack on black people. This is the woman who was throwing the Molotov cocktails at the police. Blames strangers that she's never met, probably never saw again, and says, well, someone else made her do it. Oh, well. Unfortunately for her, I don't think anyone's going to believe her, and I'm not even sure what her sentence will be for this one. So, yeah, well, nice try. We'll see what happens when this goes to court. Yeah. Buddy, not good at all. It is 5:30. I'm really half-fasting a lot of these stories because I'm just mentioning them as headlines of what's really going on, like a news ticker. You know what a news ticker is? You used to see them in old